Hey, hey, what is up? What is up? We are black. We are black. And we are black again. What is going on? It's hot in the motherfucker. You already know what it is. Better get you plenty of water. Shout out to everybody that's at the corporate plantation slaving like a motherfucker, because I know you niggas is out there. So I'm trying to act like you ain't slaving either. You know you're slaving. This is involuntary servitude. Stop. So shout out to everybody that's out there handling business. Shout out to the motherfuckers that's out there that's got to work in the hot ass sun. It's hot to the motherfucker. So I always got to talk about that shit. It's hot than a motherfucker outside. God damn. But I guess the sun, well not I guess, but the sun activates your melanin if you are melanin and highly favored. So you all Gucci. Man, shout out to all the motherfuckers that's trying to get to the corporate plantation and trying to get on so you can take care of your family. Shout out to y'all. And shout out to these finessing ass motherfuckers that's using the COVID-19 shit so they ain't gotta work and want to stay at home because they collecting more money on unemployment than they are in check. Well, guess what, nigga? They changing that shit. So now your ass ain't finna be getting no $800 a week. Nigga, they finna drop that shit down to $200 a week. This is gonna get your black ass back to work because on payday, that shit gon' hurt. Facts. So shout out to them. Shout out to all the motherfuckers that's trying to make it do what it do, handle supporting black businesses and shit like that. It's a lot of black business out here, man. It's time to support them and show love. So shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to blackandnoble.com. Even Freedom Paper Company, even though they still ain't send me my motherfucking toilet tissue. I'm gonna give them a pass because the NOI, goddamn, nigga. I need my toilet tissue, nigga. Shit. But anyway, I appreciate everybody that's out there handling business. Man, we got a lot to discuss. Don't we got a lot to discuss? But before we get into that, oh man, I was trying not to laugh, man. I was watching this show called P-Valley, and it's not a bad show. I'm gonna get into that. But the show is kind of funny though. But it's got some moist shit on there, and I'm like, God damn, man, we can do without the moist shit. But I'm thinking about it because the shit was funny. But anyway, shout out to everybody that's at the corporate plantation, making it do what it do, trying to get through the week. Shout out to motherfuckers that's entrepreneuring. Shout out to all y'all that's out there on their entrepreneur game. I'm about to start embarking on some shit too. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is until it gets done. That's how I do things. And when it's done, y'all see, I'll show y'all for sure. But hey, this is No I Don't Know TV series. I'm your boy Warren G. Been clowning sucker free since 2003. That's when a nigga could no longer finesse me the way they used to do. Gotta put that out there. Hey. And shout out to the motherfuckers that's right now figuring out how they can work a motherfucker. There's plenty of niggas that's trying to do that shit. So shout out to the internet. I know niggas, bitches trying to do it. I'll be the nigga like, could I get a, I'll be like, could I get a titty with a side of pussy hole? And can you hold the extra fat on the asshole? And give me a side of some DSLs? Yes, can I get an extra large DSL? And some thighs? That type of shit. Let's turn this shit down. I'm fucking with y'all. Man, I hope y'all, man, get ready. I'm about to get right into it, man. Joe Biden, what did I tell you? Picks a mammy. Kamala Mammy Harris. Or Kamala, whatever the fuck she want to call herself. The bitch that don't give a fuck about no niggas. And said, I'm not going to do nothing for black people. No. This is symbolism at its finest. They picked this broad because they know. This is symbolism at its finest. They picked this broad because they know dumb niggas is going to go out and vote for him because, oh, it's the first black vice president. The first black vice president woman. Man, fuck all that. If look, I'm telling you right now, vote and you're going to be looking like a goddamn fool if you black in the United States of America Incorporated. I'm telling all black people right now, send this to every black person you know that's on that. Y'all need to vote to get Trump out. Kamala Harris is known for locking up black folks in Northern California. That's what she did. She was a prosecutor. She wasn't defending niggas. She was putting their asses behind bars. She do not give a flying fuck about no niggas. And neither does Joe Biden. He just made the statement about the Latino community is more diverse than us, with the exception to some of the rules, is what he said. So that should tell you. So now let me pick this mammy bitch that's finna go in here and do what the fuck I say so I can get these votes. I'm telling you right now, I can do another 4 years of Trump. I'm not telling you to vote, but if you gonna vote, I wouldn't vote for them. That's what I'm telling you. Do I fuck with Trump? No, I do not. Do I think he's a overt racist? Yes. Do I think he practices anti-black racism? Yes, he does. But the difference is he's out in the open about it. Joe Biden, 94 crime bill, did not take accountability for none of those things. So what you do is to avoid black folk, well, let me go pick a black broad so she can do all the campaigning when it's dealing with the niggas. If I was black folk, because I'm telling you right now, I didn't vote the last time, I'm not voting again. Fuck these motherfuckers. I'll vote when there's a black agenda, specifically for native black folks. When you give me an agenda specifically for black folks, and I mean, I'm not talking about, oh, well, we going to give $100 million to minority loans so they get businesses. Minorities mean everybody else but black folk. That's a broad and ambiguous term like Dr. Claude Anderson talks about. Stop it. That's why everybody, before y'all go vote, y'all better go read the first couple of chapters of Black Labor, White Wealth or go get Powernomics by Dr. Claude Anderson. If anybody was smart, they wouldn't be even thinking about voting for this bitch. Man, fuck Kamala Harris. She don't give a fuck about no niggas. She straight said, I'm not going to do nothing for black people. No. Let me see if I can find some shit. Because let me see if I can find some shit about Miss Kamala Harris. Let me see if I can find something. Because I'm telling you right now, the broad don't give a fuck about no black people. Kamala Harris. Let's see. Harris saying she won't do anything for just black folks. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Yeah. I'm going to play this for y'all so y'all can, I'm going to remind y'all how she feel about niggas. No, you get no commercials, nigga. Fuck out of here. I'm going to remind y'all what it is. Yeah, let me turn this off. I want y'all to hear this shit. Let me so y'all can hear.
Reparations for black people.
Well, listen. Again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a
You're babbling already. We already know all that. We talking about reparations. You talking about all this other shit. We already know all that. Get to the yams.
century. We had legalized discrimination, segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination.
You heard what she did? Stop. That's already know. You that's babble. That's mammy babble. I'm gonna have to get the song out for this bitch. Mammy. I'm gonna have to play the song for this bitch.
That is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And
But what does that have to do with black folk?
particular, black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the LIFT Act. Give people who are making $100,000.
Which is a deflection. What is the LIFT Act? What does that have to do with giving black folks the $60 to $100 trillion that y'all owe us for the 450 years of free black labor? What does that have to do with anything? Now, this is the person that y'all gonna go vote for. I'm gonna be letting y'all niggas have it every week when I do a podcast. I'm gonna always bring this bitch up. Oh, I know y'all, because y'all think this bitch is Mary Magdalene. First of all, if these were Hebrew names, how, they don't even get me started on the church shit. How does it go from a Hebrew name to Mary Magdalene. That sounds like some Italian shit. Oh, that's right. Cesare Borgia or some Spaniard shit. Has nothing to do with that. So if you believe in that, I know you believe in this bra right here.
Dollars or less as a family, a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit black children, black families.
But how though? But that's the trickle down effect. What are you doing specifically for black folk? The reason why I'm playing this shit so y'all can know. So when y'all go run into the polls like you clown motherfuckers is gonna do, thinking that you gonna be a part of history because she gonna be the first black woman vice president, that should show you how decadent that position is when they'll just pick a bitch. Just, oh fuck, bring me the next mammy bitch. I need the mammy bitch. Just bring me one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing. Because if that's the case, then why didn't she get picked years ago? Why wasn't she even considered? You know why? Because they're pandering to the black community. That's why.
Black homeowners. Because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that.
Man, what?
Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
Boom. And there you have it. I'm not going to sit up here and say I'm doing something that's just going to only benefit black people. No. Let me play it one more time. Let's play it again.
The reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
I'm going to play it one more time for y'all so y'all can hear. And I want everybody to share this with anybody who's dumb enough to go out there and vote for this. Play this for everybody you know. This part right here.
Really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No. Because what?
Thank you. That's it. Nah, bitch. That's it. We don't need to talk about nothing else. Fuck out of here. That's it. Fuck out of here. Anybody that's smart that has any type of intelligence, you're not finna go to the polls and go vote for somebody that's like, well, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to vote for black people. Just do something specifically for black people. No. So that should tell you right there what it is. I don't care what y'all think. Y'all dumb as fuck if y'all go out there voting for somebody because they're pandering to the black community. That's why Joe Biden was trying to talk about Mike Brown and be very, very disrespectful. I didn't see him talk about Mike Brown when he got killed. Joe Biden was in office when Mike Brown got killed, if I'm not mistaken, because the election wasn't until 2016. So Mike Brown got killed in 2014. So where the fuck was Joe Biden's antennas along with Barack Hussein Obama, who he changed his name to make it sound more African and more ethnic and black? Nice try, Barry Soetoro. Stop. And that's why Michelle, I got mild depression. Man, bitch, get the fuck out of here, man. These people are playing games, man. And they know what the fuck is going on. This all one big fucking finesse. So let me pick the mammy bitch, because if I pick her, then guess what? I don't have to deal with the niggas. She'll go out there and go deal with the niggas. Now, guess what's gonna happen? I'm calling it right now. You're gonna see Roland Martin's big Rottweiler head ass. That nigga looking like a Rottweiler straight out of Germany. Big Rottweiler having ass with his S curl. He gonna be out there gutting the jig and stanky legging and doing shit because he gonna want a job. You about to see all these black people, Angela Rye, all these people for CNN. Now they finna be in alignment with Kamala Harris because all these people gonna want jobs. That's why I don't like Angela Rye, in my personal opinion, because if you're a lawyer and you know how this system works and how it is stacked against black folk, why would you then go out there and tell black people to participate in a system of racism and white supremacy that you know out of 40-something years, or how many years we had presidents, it's never benefited black folk? Why would you do that? And you know how the rules work. Because you want to be on TV and you want to get paid. Because if you didn't want to be on TV and you didn't want to get paid, you'd be on YouTube or wherever telling black folk, I wouldn't vote unless they have a specific agenda for black folks. And I'm tired of all these motherfuckers because they a lawyer or something. We supposed to listen to them. Most niggas are listening to Angela Rye because of how she look. But then when Dr. Claude Anderson get to talking, motherfuckers act like what he's saying don't even exist. It's almost kind of like Bill Gates telling us about what we need to do with the virus when he can't even control the viruses on his own goddamn Microsoft Windows. And he ain't even got no medical degree. But niggas is listening to him. And that's why I be like, when you be like, hey man, you should listen to Dr. Claude Anderson. Oh, that nigga's old, man. Okay, but we listen to Bill Gates' old ass. Because he's white and he got money. That's why. So you think because he's white and got money, then he knows what's best for black folk. Only people that knows best for black folk is the people that's fighting for black folk. And it ain't no dominant white society motherfuckers. Or the white Jewish community as well. That's why all you niggas that think these motherfuckers don't give a flying fuck about what happens to the black community. They don't care. That's why they put basketball courts in there. They don't put no libraries. And if they do, they don't have no black bookstores so we can have our own knowledge. And if we are going to learn about European knowledge, we need to learn the good stuff. Like the Borgias, like the Medici. We need to learn the good stuff, right? The Merovingians, right? We need to learn about them and learn what the fuck they were doing and how they were lining using the Bible and religion for evil. That's what we need to learn if we're going to learn about this shit and learn about Aristotle and Plato and Socrates and Alexander the Greek, who basically invaded the library of Alexandria, stole all the material, gave it to Pythagoras and all the others and said, oh, you guys are going to be some philosophers. And to this day, we admire them like they're some type of a god when clearly they got this information from Africa. Clearly they got it from Egypt, which Egypt, from what I heard from Professor James Smalls, I heard it from Dr. Kamala, Egypt is the baby of Africa. You know what I'm saying? So they got the knowledge last. So imagine how far back that knowledge goes. That knowledge probably goes back hundreds of thousands of years. But we sitting up here praising Pythagoras because allegedly he came up with the Pythagorean theorem. That's what happens. So if we'll believe that, I know good goddamn well motherfuckers gonna run out there pushing and shoving just to go vote for Kamala Mammy Harris, who you know for a fact ain't gonna do shit for black folks because I just played it for you. I'm not gonna do nothing specific for black folks. No. I'm gonna do something that's gonna benefit everybody. But why is it when it's time for white people, it specifically benefits them? Let me tell you how. They dominate 9 areas of people activity: labor, law, economics, religion, sex, war, politics, entertainment, and education. If I didn't already say those things. And if you understand how it works, these systems are designed and beneficial for them. So I don't give a fuck about, I'm telling you, I talked to this sister the other day, black sister, and I was just like, man, well, congratulations, you got your degree, but what you about to do with it? And where you gonna go? And who you think gonna hire you? You don't have the complexion for the protection. And it's never going to show you, the system's never going to show you any type of affection. Remember that. That's how it works. So you could think that it's going to work differently, but it's never going to work differently. It's always going to be beneficial for them. That's why most white folk will never speak out against the system of racism and white supremacy, especially when it is due to reparations. When you start talking about reparations, look at Jane Elliott. Oh, well, we got to talk about the Native Americans first. Bitch, what? Now, all black people should be like, we're not fucking with you no more. And don't come over here. That's how it should be. And the reason why I say that is because we are quick to anoint the dominant society to speak on our behalf. Look at that J.W. Lucas dude who's speaking reckless out of the side of his neck. And I'm glad that, I think it was Tamika Mallory called on all the black hip-hop artists, don't fuck with him no more. That's group economics. Because the Jewish community look at what the Jewish community did to Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon spoke facts into existence, into the world, and all those Jews turned on him. All of them. See, they can do it to us, but we can't do it to them. I don't get it. They made LeBron apologize for reciting a lyric about their community. But here it is, the same dominant society white folks could go get a token mammy nigga that clearly don't give a fuck about no niggas. And she was, if I'm not mistaken, let's look this bitch up, because if I'm not mistaken, she was what you call a side bitch too. If I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see what comes up. Oh yeah, Willie Brown on his relationship with Kamala. Let's see. Kamala Harris should politely decline an offer. Here we go. Let's play this. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what it says. Yeah, he was the San Francisco mayor. Politely declined an offer to the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden's running mate. Brown wrote that the vice presidency would likely hinder any further political ambitions for Harris. Historically, the vice presidency has often ended up being a dead end for every George W. or H.W. Bush who ascended from the job to the presidency. There's an Al Gore who never got there. Brown wrote in an op-ed, the San Francisco Examiner. This is what Willie Brown said, but I want to know about the relationship, nigga. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Tell us about the relationship, how y'all was fucking. Because I know y'all wasn't just talking. I want to hear that shit. See, what happens is, too, they play these games, and what they do is they give you the imagery because they know niggas love imagery. They know that. They know that. So that's why they go with that shit. Let me see. Yeah, they not playing that shit. Let's see. Yeah, all right, hold on. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Oh yeah, they not. Yeah. Yes, we dated. It was more than 20 years ago, Brown wrote in the San Francisco. Yes, I may have influenced her career. Yeah. So she was slanging pussy. That's what Kamala Harris was doing. And ain't nobody gonna talk about that shit. This bitch was slanging pussy to get ahead. That bitch ain't give a fuck about no niggas. That's why she auctioned off that pussy to Willie Brown, the mayor of San Francisco, so she can, I would say, move forward in her political career. So she could advance her political career. That was the whole thing. That's what she was trying to do. Man, look, let me tell you something, man. Y'all niggas must be out your mind if y'all think that these people, especially these black folks, they're the most. I can only talk about Las Vegas. If you live in Las Vegas, Nevada, there was a councilman named Ricky Barlow, bald head motherfucker, and he just was an asshole. He was never nice, and he treated niggas like shit, and he'd always come in Doolittle when I worked there, and he was just never nice, never spoke, and he just always treated niggas like shit. And he just was an asshole. Then that nigga got busted for stealing his own campaign funds. Then you want to go and apologize and all this other shit. You lucky I wasn't there. I would have kicked him in his ass and slapped him on the back of his bald head and be like, nigga, that's what you get. See, niggas be getting these positions and become the Uncle Coon, the Mr. Sambo. Like, they go for the Mr. Sambo type shit. Like, yeah, I'm a Sambo, but it's Mr. Sambo to you type shit. That's how niggas act. And then when they get treated fucked up by the white people, then they want to come around niggas and be like, yeah, fuck them white people. No, man, get the fuck away from me with that bullshit. Man, treat your people good when you in office. Like I said, I worked around him. Maybe he didn't do everybody like that, but he definitely did a lot of us that worked at Doolittle Community Center like that. The nigga wasn't nice to us. He never went out of his way to say nothing. Positive anyway. He wasn't like Weekly. Weekly at least was cool and chop it up with you. Whether it was fake or not, at least it was cool. The other nigga, man, god damn, and then that nigga got busted. So that's what you get with your bitch ass. That's what you get. for sitting up here thinking that you gonna ascend to higher heights and deeper depth type shit, and then look back. You know how niggas get when they get a little promotion, especially from the dominant society. Oh Lord Jesus, the shit is almost sickening. It is. Watch all these black folks. Man, you better go vote. Kamala Harris is gonna be the VP. You better go vote. That's how, you know what I'm saying? You better go vote. Our ancestors died for that shit. Yeah, they was misinformed, nigga. And y'all niggas better stop listening to motherfucking Kanye West. Well, all Harriet Tubman do was go and she didn't free the slaves. She just got them to work around white people. Well, what the fuck else was they supposed to do for that time? Okay, well the times have changed now. So why the fuck are you in fucking the sunken place, nigga? See, that's the thing, man. Niggas will go back and talk shit about the elders, and then I'm looking at you. You doing deals with Gap. What has Gap did for black folk? Since you want to call out Harriet Tubman, who risked her life and could have got killed behind that shit. See, that's the problem. They got to pull niggas' coattail and be like, hey, nigga, what you doing? Man, you speaking out of turn, bro. You need to chill out. What she did was amazing for that time. That was the time. Now it's 2020. What are you doing? You can't. What tripped me out about niggas like Kanye, he can't even tell them bitches that he around, these white women that he around who has culturally appropriated black women's bodies and got fake asses and fake titties and all this other shit. He can't even tell the bitch straight up, hey man, I think your family's fucked up and your mom is fucked up too. He got to be communicating with them via social media and put all the business out there because they just treat him like some dumb, crazy nigga. I'm telling y'all, man, they need to get the fuck away from them. Those bitches, you fucking get the fuck away from them because they crazy. That's when you really see, when you're dealing with a family like that, he need to go see a voodoo priestess to put a protective spell around him. And if they try some fuckery shit, it'll reflect on them and they'll be all fucked up. See, that's what niggas gotta start doing, man. And pulling niggas' coattails when niggas sound stupid. Like when you hear a motherfucker telling you go vote, just pull them to the side, say, look, bro, I don't vote, but if I did, I definitely wouldn't vote for Kamala. Well, would you vote for Trump? No, but I definitely wouldn't vote for her either. I would exercise my right not to vote because either party is not doing anything for black folk. Matter of fact, the Democratic Party has shit on black folks more than the Republican Party. Ain't that sad? But the Republican Party is the most, according to popular belief, racist party, right? They frame that picture like, oh, if you're a Republican, you're a racist. Man, let me tell you something. Democrats and Republicans are racist alike. Why don't you ask Kamala Harris why y'all ain't never did nothing to Ed Buck? Y'all niggas better wake up, man. These people do not give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck if they humanitarian, Democrat, Republican, Republicrats, Democrats. They all are crats that don't give a fuck about your ass. That's all it is. Especially for black folk. Now, poor white people, let they dumb asses be out there in the polls arguing with each other in the hot ass sun or when it's cold trying to vote. You don't see the Chinese? Do you ever see a Chinaman in the line? Do you ever see a whole bunch of Chinamen or just China people, period, just in the line fighting and arguing with each other about who gon'? No, they don't care. Nigga, they putting the bread up behind the person that's gonna give them amenities and privileges. They don't give a fuck about standing online and vote. They do group economics. Straight up. They do. They practice it very well. That's why they got Chinatown, Koreatown. That's why they got all that shit. Because they practice. Now, are they allowed to do that? Yeah, they're allowed to do it. But, man, y'all niggas need to don't get it twisted. Stop sitting up here and believing what these motherfuckers tell you. Oh, well, yeah, you need to go vote. Vote for what? Like I tell you, motherfuckers, they get mad when I be like, okay, what am I voting for? And then when people be like, well, you should vote locally. Okay, so what are you voting for locally? Because your one vote is not going to get everybody within that city limits to agree with you. So you're going to have to do some legwork, which means you're going to do some social influencing or socially engineering motherfuckers to get them to see that's how you do it. And then you really, I like Dr. Claude Anderson's way. Lease or rent these motherfucking politicians. Stop fucking around with them because you like them. Because they damn for sure don't like you and they liars. They professional liars. They can tell you what they're just like the dominant society at the corporate plantation. They're just gonna tell you what you want to hear to keep you slaving. It's just, I'm telling you, it's a wrap. And keep dangling them fucking Hansel and Gretel crumbs so you can be like, man, if I could just get to this position, then I'll really be paid. That Louis Anderson coming to America. Yeah. And then I went to Fry's, and after that, went to washing dishes. That's where the real money is. Make fun of it, but that's exactly how niggas act at the court plantation. I'm just telling y'all right now, man. Kamala Harris don't give a fuck about no niggas. This bitch done prostituted out her pussy hole with the mayor of San Francisco so she can further her career. And then his ass, oh, well, that was 20 years ago. It don't matter. You still fuck. And you was married, if I'm not mistaken. Which, props to my brother, but that bitch is a side bitch. So, man, I definitely wouldn't take her serious. Because side bitches ain't supposed to be talking. Side bitches supposed to be quiet and in the house ain't saying shit and being a ride or die. This bitch is a babbling, running her mouth bitch about some shit. That's why you can tell, because that bitch want power. That bitch don't give a fuck about no niggas. That bitch is, look, that bitch got her eye on the prize. I'm going to be in the position of power. I'm going to be just like the Obamas. And then my family going to be paid. And then we going to be good. And we going to have power. They don't give a fuck about no niggas. That's why I feel like the whole presidency is a fucking sham. All of it. All of it. Joe Biden done talked so greasy about black folks the last 30, 40 years. And now that niggas is putting it back up in his face, he acting delusional. Now he acting crazy. And he's saying shit that's so bogus, you like, damn, I can't believe he's saying that. And then you have to retract it. Oh, well, I didn't mean that shit. Man, nigga, you meant everything you said. But hey, man, I just thought I'd hit y'all real quick. I got some business I got to handle. I appreciate everybody listening and subscribing. I'm telling you right now, if you're going out there to go vote for Kamala, Mammy Harris, guilty nigga, you a Sambo. I'm sorry. Whether it's Mr. Sambo or no Sambo, you are definitely a Sambo. I'm out. Peace.